Again, thank you all so much for joining today. We have Ms. Kaylee Freeman here with us from UNR, who's going to be giving information about UNR and how to transfer, the transfer process, and additional information about UNR. So just for today's event, virtual housekeeping, we do ask that everyone remain on mute unless speaking. For questions, please feel free to use the chat feature or the raise your virtual hand feature. And if need be, if you would like to use the closed caption feature, you should see on the top of your screen 3 dots, and you can click on those 3 dots, and there will be a drop-down box that has closed caption, and you can select it if you would like to use that feature. And then last but not least, relax and don't be afraid to engage and ask questions and enjoy this workshop today. This is actually all for you, so we will turn it over. I'm going to present my screen and turn it over to Kayla. Give me 1 second. I think I have stopped sharing my screen. And this session will be recorded today. So in case anyone would like further information, definitely we have the recording. And then lastly, Kayla, just make sure you give us your information so that we can share that with all of our students. So thank you again. The floor is yours, Kayla.
Thank you. And transfer to UNR. So before I get started with the presentation, I want to provide you guys with a registration link, and that's going in the chat. And we're going to use this for 2 reasons. First, once you register for the event, you'll be in our system. So you'll be invited to all our events. You'll be notified of all dates and deadlines coming up as you're preparing to transfer. I'll also email you this presentation, so you don't have to worry about furiously writing down every detail. You're going to get all of that once you register, probably tomorrow morning. And then the final thing that we're going to use this for is we would love to send all of you t-shirts and some pennants. So just some UNR swag. And so it's, we're going to ask for your mailing address and different things like that. So that link just went in the chat. So while I'm presenting, go ahead and fill that registration form out, and you'll get all kinds of good things from me. All right, so I'm going to share my screen. All right, and then can you guys see that? Okay, awesome. You guys can see my presentation. Cool. All right. Alrighty, so let's go ahead and get started here. Again, my name is Kayla Freeman. I'm the Transfer Recruitment Graduate Assistant and the Silver State Co-Admissions Program Coordinator at the University of Nevada, Reno. Again, I'm really excited to be here with all of you. I love UNR. I love the Reno-Sparks area, and I can't wait to have many of you, hopefully, come run with the pack in the upcoming semesters. So my contact information is down at the bottom of this screen. That's my email and my cell phone number. So feel free to email me, call me, text me about any questions or concerns you have, and I'll be more than happy to help you. All right, so again, this is that link that I put in the chat for you. You're going to get all kinds of goodies from me in the coming days, a t-shirt and a pennant, as well as this presentation after we're done. All right, so I want to kick things off with why Nevada. And this is really just going to give us a really good idea, not only of the academics at the university, but also a really good idea of what can you do in Reno and in the Reno-Tahoe Sparks area. So this is about a 5-minute long video. We're going to watch this.
Nevada Bound is a great program we offer here at the university. This gives different students in high school a chance to come visit the university.
My dad was looking up the school website and he saw that they do Nevada Bound. It's like $59. They'll send you up here, they feed you, they fly you up. The tour gave me a chance to come onto campus to see where I'll potentially be living for the next 4 years, where I'll be going to class for the next 4 years, and the atmosphere that I'll be living in the next 4 years.
You talk to different departments and different majors about what you'd like to major in, what your interests are. They can give you an insight as to what it is to have that major and what it is to be actually a college student here.
Coming to Nevada Bound gave me that clear choice of, yes, this is where I really want to go.
There's always something to be proud of at Nevada. We're the only Tier 1 university in the state. In the last 10 years, we built over 1 million square feet in new facilities and buildings.
Buildings on the south end of campus are over 100 years old.
We have over 250 clubs and organizations here on campus.
There's always a place for you to fit in.
There's definitely so many events on campus and off campus that are based off of culture. All the events on campus that happen for the students, by the students.
Being involved in different clubs and organizations, you get to meet a ton of new people and make a ton of new friends.
We do have so much going on here every week, whether it's a multicultural week, whether it's homecoming week. There's so much going on. You make so many connections and you meet so many people.
The student section is always crazy. It's always loud. We're always excited and always cheering on the pack.
You will never see a student sitting down in the student section. This is where everyone comes out and is one pack.
From football to basketball to volleyball to soccer, we have great Division I teams that play on campus.
That's where you see true Nevada pride.
You don't just go to class, you also get the experience outside of class.
We are a research-based university. What this means is that we do have the opportunity to do undergraduate research here.
Opportunities offered to us as undergraduates here at Nevada are endless. The ability to get internships, participate in research, being able to have such an affordable education that goes beyond the classroom is something I'm going to forever be grateful for.
We do have access to some of the top facilities in the world.
The campus is large enough to house state-of-the-art research facilities, yet our faculty is still easily accessible and very approachable.
They really do want us to succeed, and you can see that with whoever you talk to here on campus.
They go leaps and bounds to make sure that you're understanding the material, making sure that you're getting extra help inside and outside the classroom.
The professors are so willing to help their students and so interested in what they're teaching. And they challenge you to be better and to make yourself a better student.
The University of Nevada has had many outstanding graduates that have gone on to do great things. We have had 13 U.S. congressional representatives, 6 governors, 3 U.S. senators, and 6 Pulitzer Prize winners. We have several alumni who are small business owners, everything from engineering firms to restaurants, while other graduates have gone on to be hired as CEOs, CFOs, presidents, vice presidents of companies such as Boeing, IGT, Microsoft, Nokia, and Intuit. Nevada graduates well over 2,000 students each year, and the career possibilities for them are almost endless.
You expect to come here just for an education, but what you get is a lifetime of experiences that every Nevada student gets.
Right at the doorstep of the University of Nevada are the Sierra Nevada Mountains and Lake Tahoe, where you can do pretty much any outdoor activities you can think of all year round.
The sky is blue, the sun is shining, then you get onto the beach and you have amazing people surrounding you. You can swim, you can kayak, you can canoe.
Hiking, mountain biking, rock climbing, skiing, snowboarding, whatever you can think of, you can always do it.
It's a great way to spend a weekend, a Friday, or something with one of your friends.
Reno's not what you think. My expectations were definitely blown out of the water. There's a lot of tradition, there's a lot of history in this town that you get to experience.
The Riverwalk district is beautiful. We have great rapids that are located down there, and also there are a lot of restaurants located around there.
You can also hang out at Midtown, which is one of my favorite parts of Reno. On a Friday afternoon, there's nothing better than going out. There's always a new shop opening up, and they love to see local students supporting the business.
Reno has a ton of events that are put on throughout the year for people to come and enjoy.
There's all sorts of dance performances, music performances, singing, fine arts.
Different music, different people, different foods.
And you just get to explore, see new things. You just don't know what to expect.
It seems like every month there's always something new to check out. The Reno balloon races, the Reno air races. There's a ton of different things you can do downtown Reno. There's always something going on.
There's always something to discover in Reno.
It's such a great life here.
All right, so I hope you guys found that video really helpful and informative. It is a few years old, so most of the students that we're showcasing in this video are actually now alums. You know, a few of the other statistics, we now graduate about 5,000 students per year, so that number is significantly grown. But I really loved this video because it showcased not only the academics and the research opportunities at the University of Nevada, but also the Reno Sparks Tahoe area and everything that comes with it. So just a few more things to touch on. Why Nevada? So the University of Nevada was founded in 1874 as Nevada's only land-grant institution. And currently it is a Tier 1 Carnegie-ranked institution as recognized by US News and World Report. And the video touched on how big campus is, right? We're looking at 290 acres, 180 buildings, 60 research facilities, 12 museums and galleries, and 13 schools and colleges, all encompassing $850 million investing in advanced labs, research halls, and facilities to drive student success. We also have a brand new gym, it's beautiful, and a brand new engineering building that came online this last fall of 2020 semester. And then we do have new business buildings and life sciences buildings in the works as well. All of this really points to the fact that we're looking at cutting edge research and educational opportunities. All right, so in terms of transfer admissions, that's where we're headed next. So I first want to introduce you to my director. Her name is Carrie M. Some of you may have been in contact with her or myself over the last couple weeks, couple months as you're preparing to make your transfer. We are a 2-woman transfer team, and we love working with transfer students. And so if you have any questions or concerns, feel free to call us, email us. You can text me as well, like I mentioned. So definitely use us as resources. Now, with regards to transfer requirements, we're looking at only 2 requirements. So that's 24 transferable credits and a 2.5 GPA. Now, if you guys have or will have by the time you transfer a transferable Associate of Arts, Associate of Science, or Associate of Business from CSN or any other Nevada community college, that guarantees your admissions, which is really awesome, makes it really straightforward to transfer. Now, some of you may have heard that we needed college level math and English. Carrie and I are really thrilled to announce that we don't require that anymore, beginning for fall of 2021 admissions. So if that was a hurdle for you, not being able to finish that math and that English, we can take that off of the list to be worried about. And now we're really only looking at 24 transferable credits and a 2.5 GPA in order to admit you. All right, so in terms of building a transfer plan, we're looking at a couple things here. So first, that is comparing courses taken at the community college level through a database called Transferology. And this database houses all previous transfer credit, and it allows you guys the opportunity to determine how your credits transfer. And with that, right, once we conceptualize how credits transfer, now we have to understand, okay, well, how does that plug into my degree, right? And so those are the next 2 bullets. So the University of Nevada has transfer agreements with CSN, and they make it really, really easy for you guys to understand what classes you need to take at CSN for your bachelor's degree, to then have those requirements satisfied and then finish the last 2 years of your bachelor's degree. And then again, both the transfer agreement and degree requirements can be found at this 3rd link in our college catalog. Now, the 4th bullet point is super, super important. Carrie and I are not your academic advisors. Because we work with admissions and recruitment, we can't answer a lot of the academic advising questions like what classes do you need to take, how long it'll take you to graduate with your degree, different questions like that. So that's going to be done with academic advising. Now, the key with this is academic advising is actually really different compared to what most of you guys are used to at CSN. So here at the University of Nevada, academic advising is on a decentralized model. So that means that all degrees are siloed into colleges. So all business degrees are within the College of Science. All science degrees are within the College of Science, etc. And each college advises students for their degree. Okay. And then the last point here is, with academic advising, that is required for you guys to meet with them prior to your transfer. But you don't have to meet with Carrie and I. You are more than welcome to, though. We definitely want to be a resource for you. But regardless of who you're meeting with and when, start a list of questions, whether that be on your phone, on your computer, on a pad of paper. Start a list of questions so you don't forget them when you're in an appointment with them. All right, so in terms of the application process, that first starts with the actual application itself. So you guys are going to visit www.unr.edu/apply and then pay a $60 non-refundable application fee. The kicker with this application and the fee is that it can't be deferred to a different semester. So if you apply for fall of 21, but decide you're going to delay your transfer until spring of 22, you're going to have to reapply for that spring of 22 semester. Now, the second piece to admissions is official college transcripts, and we need those from all previously attended institutions. So in order for us to make an admissions decision, that's whether to admit you or deny you, we have to have that application, the application fee, and the official transcripts. So the third bullet point is test scores. So that's your ACT, SAT, or AP. We do not need these for admissions, but you only need to send them to us if they're applicable to you. For most transfers, they're not really applicable to them, and the majority of transfers don't send us their test scores. Now, with the immunization records, these are not needed for admissions, but they are needed for class registration. So Carrie and I recommend, to all of our students, send us all your paperwork in the very beginning, and then there's no surprises later if you forget to send something and now you're behind on a deadline, because you forgot to send us your immunization records, for example. So just make sure that you send those to us. You can email them, and we just need 2 measles, mumps, and rubella on or after your first birthday and 1 tetanus and diphtheria within the last 10 years. All right, so in terms of continued steps for admissions, it takes about 2 to 4 weeks from the time that the last transcript is submitted for an admissions decision. Once we determine that you're admissible, you will be offered the opportunity to accept admissions. And this is really important for 3 reasons. First, it allows us to process your financial aid packages. It also allows you the opportunity to meet with academic advising, and it's non-binding. So this again is another example. If you apply but decide to delay your transfer until a future semester, you can cancel your admissions and there's no ramifications for you on doing that. The only money you're out is that $60 application fee, and you can always reapply later. Again, no ramifications if you decide to decline admissions. All right, next on the list here is complete the FAFSA and send it to the university. If you want to get any scholarships with us, we have to have a FAFSA on file, even if you're not necessarily going to be eligible for any state or federal aid. It's just a policy that our financial aid office has when awarding institutional scholarships. And then next is apply for housing, attend orientation, and prove Nevada residency. I've provided all of the links for you. Now, this Nevada residency piece is proving Nevada residency for tuition purposes. So all transfer students are considered out-of-state residents until proven otherwise. So right after you enroll in your classes, you're going to see a huge dollar amount that you're going to have to owe us. But that can be fixed really easy with this form. Again, it's the Nevada residency for tuition purposes form. And then depending on which semester you're planning to transfer, be ready to register for classes in April for fall and November for spring. All right, so fall deadlines. If you guys are planning to transfer for fall of 2021 and haven't applied yet, I would recommend that you do so today, and I'm going to talk about why in a couple minutes. If you're not quite ready to apply yet, I would definitely recommend that you that the application closes on July 1st. So just keep that date and deadline in mind. Now, the reason why I'm recommending that you guys apply now is because based on the timeline that we've set, with class registration opening in April, right, and it takes us about 2 to 4 weeks to admit you, and you still need to meet with academic advising, it's really important that you guys apply now so that it gives us enough time to evaluate your transcripts and admit you, get on the academic advisor's calendar, and then register for classes sometime in April. Classes do fill up really fast. So if you're at all thinking about it, even just a little bit, make sure that you guys apply today if you can. So next on the list here is this fellowship. So the deadline was February 1st. So you guys aren't going to be able to get any institutional aid from us, unfortunately, this fall. But you guys are more than welcome to look externally and still send us your FAFSA. There's still a potential to be considered for state or federal aid. And then if you don't have an admissions decision by August 1st, make sure you have your transcripts into us by that date so that we can admit you in time before the semester starts. Spring deadlines. So for spring of 2021, the application opens in mid-September, spring of 2022, opens in mid-September and then closes on December 15th. There's no scholarships for this semester, but again, look externally. It's fellowships.com. There's an app on your phone called Scholly. It's SCHOLLY. So there's all kinds of different opportunities you guys can look at for scholarships, especially externally. Again, send us your FAFSA and make sure that you have your transcripts into us by July 5th if you're not already admitted by that date. And then make sure you meet with academic advising in October and register for classes in November. All right, so this is a question that Carrie and I get all the time. It's how to submit official transcripts. What I want you guys to do first is visit this link. Okay, it's through the National Student Clearinghouse. And CSN gives students the opportunity to order free electronic copies through this website. So it makes it really easy for you. It's faster and easier for us to process. So use this link at the top of the screen to order your transcripts. Now, if you've attended any other institutions other than CSN, first, check in the clearinghouse. If they're not in that database, that's totally fine. You're going to want to contact that school and figure out how they send their transcripts, and then you can either mail them or email them to us. All right. So transcripts must be received from every institution attended. And another key thing with this is that transcripts must be official, which means that they're sent directly from CSN's Academic Advising Office to our Academic Advising Office. If any transcripts come from your personal email, cell phone, fax, mailing address, those are all considered unofficial and we can't accept them. So just make sure that they're the official copies coming directly from admissions. All right, so next on the list is transfer pathways. So again, I am the Silver State Co-Admissions Transfer Program Coordinator. I've just recently stepped into this role, and I was actually in this program many, many years ago when I was transferring from CNCC. So this program is especially near and dear to my heart, and it's a fantastic program, guys. Not only is it designed to be a bridge between Nevada community colleges like CSN, but and the University of Nevada, RENO, but it also makes you a full and complete student at the university. So you get access to all student services, you get to attend all events. With COVID, that makes the video talked about like the welcome week and stuff like that. So COVID makes that a little tricky, but you still get to experience everything as a University of Nevada student. And then it also gives you the opportunity to get academic advising from both the community college and most importantly us. and it's often the least costly route to a bachelor's degree. That was certainly true for me, and is one of the reasons why I encourage students, if they can, use the co-admissions program, because it's usually going to save you some time and some money. The other cool thing is that we exchange transcripts on your behalf twice a semester between institutions. So you don't have to worry about that. And then it continuously keeps your application open. So this is a really important thing. So if you guys, like this next bullet point, right? Like the program works really well for health sciences, engineering, and business, right? So if you're having problems getting into Math 176 or Math 127 or Math 181, right? Those are a lot of your pre-calculus and calculus classes for the engineering and business degrees. Sometimes the classes can't go up at CSN, but you need those, right, to be able to stay on track. So co-admissions offers you the really great opportunity to take those classes, let's say this summer, for example, even though you're not planning to make a full and complete transfer until spring of 2022. But the cool thing is, if you're in this program, it is a one-time application fee, and that application stays open. So there's a lot more benefits and really cool things about this program. If you guys are at all interested, my email is on the screen. Email me about this. We can schedule an appointment, chat, and then chat about the benefits of this program and how it could potentially relate to you. All right, and then we also do webinars like the one I'm presenting to you today, but it's a little bit longer and a little bit more in depth, and so we do those monthly. So if you want more information, we do those through our transfer admission program. And again, that link is on the screen to register for those webinars. All right, academic advising. Again, you guys have seen this a couple times now. Academic advising is really, 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 really important. We have lots of students, anywhere from 50 to 100 every semester, that don't realize that they have to meet with advising prior to enrolling in classes, and then they have issues getting into those classes because they didn't meet with advising on time. So this is hugely important for you guys. So again, we're looking at a decentralized academic advising model. So when you click on this link, you're going to see academic advising broken down into each college. And each college is going to offer their appointments a smidge differently. Right now, all academic advising is largely online in some sort of virtual format, whether that be phone appointments or Zoom. And you're going to want to, again, refer to the academic advising office's website for how they're handling academic advising appointments. All right. So with graduation requirements, this is just kind of a rough skeleton, a general idea of what grad requirements look like for you guys. Each degree has, slight variations on this, but I just wanted to give you guys a general understanding of what we're looking for with graduation requirements. What I really want to turn to and put your attention to is the stuff highlighted in red, okay? So students can transfer a maximum, and keyword maximum, of 60 credits from a two-year institution. And CSN is one of those two-year institutions. So associate's degrees usually equal 60 credits. So if you're getting really close to completing your associate's degree, Carrie and I are going to recommend that you get ready to transfer in the upcoming semester. If you have more than 60 credits already, don't worry about that. Academic advising is going to work with you to use the best 60 credits. So just keep that bit in mind as well. But again, maximum of 60 credits from CSN. All right, and we are wrapping up here. I hope you guys have enjoyed the beautiful pictures of campus. I absolutely love being on campus. I haven't been on campus for a year, pretty much to date. And I miss it, but seeing all these pictures really brings me back to that. So I hope you guys have been getting excited about visiting campus, and I'm going to give you some resources on how to do that. But ultimately, check us out on socials. We have Facebook and Instagram, and that gives you guys a really great opportunity to learn about transfer events, dates and deadlines, different things like that. And then once you guys are admitted for 2021, we have a private Facebook group. And this has been really, really cool to see. We did this last year in 2020, really just in light of COVID. It gave students the opportunity to network with their new peers and new colleagues, find roommates, make new friends. So this private Facebook group has been really cool, and I'm pretty sure we're going to do that for the 2022 year as well. All right, and then again, visit campus and attend Nevada Bound. We offer virtual and in-person opportunities for both of these. So, just keep that on your radar. Nevada Bounds, you guys saw that covered in that first video. And that is where you get to come to campus. The cost is a little bit higher. It was $59 a few years ago. It's about $100 now. But you guys get to come to campus, get any and all questions answered by any student services and academic offices on campus, get to tour campus, the residential halls, get to experience dining, meet with academic advising, and all of this is really designed to get last-minute questions answered. Nevada Bounds are so fun. They're so fun, guys. This is one thing I miss about being on campus. I miss doing these events and giving tours. And so if you have the opportunity and if you feel comfortable in terms of health levels and different things like that, we would love, love, love to host you. All right, and then I have one final video for you guys. This is the top 10 reasons why students love the University of Nevada, Reno. So I'm going to click over to this and we can watch this together. All right, and with that, that is it for me. So I want to thank you guys for having me. This was such a treat. Again, email me, text me, call me, and I'll be happy to help you as you guys prepare to run with the pack, hopefully this fall, but maybe next spring.